Baiklah, penampilan selanjutnya adalah perwakilan dari kelas 2 MA Putra melawan regu bayangan, yaitu kelas 1 MA Putri. Untuk perwakilan setiap grup dipersilakan untuk maju mengambil undian untuk tim kontra atau pro. Baik, untuk kelas 2 MA Putra mendapatkan undian tim kontra, sedangkan kelas 1 MA Putri mendapatkan tim undian pro. Untuk kedua tim, apakah sudah siap? Siap. Baik. Dipersilakan kepada pembicara satu dari tim pro untuk menyampaikan pendapat terlebih dahulu selama 3 menit dimulai dari sekarang.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are the delegation of first grade of senior high school girl. Firstly, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Azilda. I'm as the first speaker of my groups, and this is my friend Felani Anissa as the second speaker, and this is my friend Hilda Zara as the third speaker. In this occasion, we would like to deliver our argumentation that we prefer choose general school than homeschooling. Why? Because seen from the learning method that tend to be socialized, it can provide a maximum result from the children ability. Because in general school, we all know that there are many the fear restriction from the government. So of course, this is very helpful for the lower class people to get a proper education. And also, with the fear restriction from the government, the school also provide a learning facility to support learning. And also, there are many extracurricular that suit each children portion, so that the learning process is not only focused on formal lesson, so that children will not feel bored and they can improve themselves in their talents and their interests out of formal lesson. Thank you.
Dipersilahkan kepada pembicara satu dari tim kontra untuk menyampaikan pendapat selama 3 menit dimulai dari sekarang.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, we are representative from the second grade high school boys, and we will deliver about our opinion in the debate competition today. But before it, I first speaker will introduce my group. I Thakif, first speaker will delegate debate motion this time, and this one second speaker will collaborate the open of first speaker, and that the master speaker will write down the argument of first speaker and second speaker and conclude the result of debate this time. Okay, I disagree with our debate motion today that public school is better than homeschooling. But before I deliver about my opinion, I will delegate about our debate motion today. That first, homeschooling is a process of conscious and independent education service carried by parents or families either at home or at the space with conducive atmosphere. The second, public school are teaching institution for equal students without special needs that are managed by state or private sector, supervised and for teaching standard by the government. So I disagree with our debate motion today that public school is better than homeschooling. Why? Because as we know, in Indonesia itself, homeschooling is one of the legal education system. It is state in the of the Minister of Education and Culture of the Republic of Indonesia, number 129 of 2014. In the regulation, it is stated that homeschooling is a process of conscious and independent education service carried by parents or families either at home or in this case. Our space with conducive atmosphere, which refers to academic, interests, and talents. Homeschooling is more effective than public school because homeschooling will learn according to the respective learning atmosphere. Student will become comfortable, but the learning process will be fun. So the student will develop optimally. So this of course, homeschool does benefit include the first excellent education, the second educated teacher with great student ratio, third education that will be the personal of children, the fourth second educated and constant education, and the last better teaching master and etc. Therefore, the learning system is more effective than conventional school. And I strengthen again that I still disagree with our debate today that public school is better than homeschooling. Thank you.
Dipersilakan kepada pembicara kedua dari tim pro untuk menguatkan pendapat pembicara satu selama 2 menit dimulai dari sekarang.
Okay, thank you for your argumentation. And now let me strengthen the argument of the first speaker, right? That we prefer the journal school than homeschooling. Why? Because our country has provided a fee reduction for journal school. As reported by Compass.com, the government has provided an education budget of up to 500 million each year. So that with low cost, children also receive supporting facilities such as chemistry labs, computer labs, and other. And this is different from homeschooling, which sometimes even has high cost because it is equivalent with private tutoring. And therefore, of course, learning in journal school will be more effective, including the finances and facilities. So with that reason, once again, I want to emphasize that we prefer the journal school than homeschooling. Thank you.
Dipersilakan kepada pembicara kedua dari tim kontra untuk menguatkan pendapat pembicara satu selama 2 menit dimulai dari sekarang.
Okay, thank you for the time. As the second speaker, I want to reinforce my friend's argumentation that I disagree with our debate motion today about that public school is better than homeschooling. Because according to research conducted by National Home Educational Research Institute, note that in Indonesia, there are many 3,7 million homeschooling students in Indonesia in 2020 until 2021, or 6.7% of school-age children. The population of homeschooling students in Indonesia has also grown by around 2 until 8% per year over the past few years. And according to PBS, Central Studies Agency note that throughout 2023, the number of homeschooling students in Indonesia is 9.17 million people in 2022 until 2023. This number increased 1.45% compared to 2021 or 2022, which was 9.3 million people. Over there, the National Home Educational Research Institute found that the average score of homeschooling student is 15 until 30% higher than the average score of public school student. So, over there, to the learning process, plain educational service that carry out by parent and family at home or placed with a conducive atmosphere. So it can be said that homeschooling is one of right solution for parent and children to still get good quality learning at home. And I strengthen again that I disagree with our debate motion today that public school is better than homeschooling. Thank you.
Dipersilakan kepada pembicara ketiga dari tim pro untuk menyimpulkan pendapat pembicara 1 dan 2 selama 2 menit dimulai dari sekarang.
Okay, thank you for your argumentation. Now, I will strengthen my friend argumentation. As we know, I agree with general school because apart from financial factors and facilities, we all know that general school is public education for children, right? So, we all know that humans are social creatures, right? So no matter how selfish they are, they still need help from other people, right? So whatever, homeschooling tends to lead individual learning. So it will be difficult for children to adapt with when they are growing up with the environment and dealing with society. So because of that, learning in central cooperation in the school is very important. From our argumentation, we can conclude in solution if general school is an effective way to give a best education for children, include aspect of financial facilities and education of instruction. Thank you.
Dipersilakan kepada pembicara ketiga dari tim kontra untuk menyimpulkan pendapat pembicara 1 dan 2 selama 2 menit dimulai dari sekarang.
Okay, I am a speaker and I want to reinforce my friend argumentation that I disagree with our debate motion today that public school is better than homeschooling. Why? Because according to the National Household Education Survey conducted every 4 years by the National Education Statistics Center of the Ministry of Education of the Republic of Indonesia said that the highest reason parents choose homeschooling is the negative environment of their child's school. More than 26% cited negative environment as most important reason, and more than 90% cited negative environment as one of the reasons they made the change to homeschooling. For example, Putri has gone viral in recent months, reported by the TikTok, Wednesday 7 Juni 2023. In the past, Putri had experienced bullying at her school because of the negative school environment. This made Putri's parents decide to change Putri's school to homeschooling method, which in the end, Putri could return without any interference from her first. Certainly, Putri has managed to prove her achievement through her stunning performance in the Americans Got Talent. And I strengthen again that I disagree with our debate motion today that public school is better than homeschooling. Thank you.
Baik, memasuki sesi kedua, kepada tim pro dipersilahkan untuk menguatkan pendapatnya selama 3 menit dan tim kontra diperbolehkan untuk menyanggah selama 1 menit dimulai dari sekarang.
Okay, thank you for your argumentation. In this occasion, I would like to emphasize, I would like to strengthen my friend's argumentation that I agree with general school than homeschooling. Why? Because we all know that as we said earlier, we all know that humans is a social creatures, right? So we need to socialize with other people. So for that reason, general school is very helpful to taught children to be independent, to be socialized people, and of course from that we can take other benefits such as how can they blend things together, solve problems in the groups, and of course there's a special beauty in a friendship. As American Academy of Pediatrics has claimed that homeschooling doesn't give a same result as as in general school, with the risk of social interaction and self-emotional. And of course, if we choose the homeschooling for our children, it's the same as limiting our children for experiencing the beauty of school togetherness. We need to socialize with other people, right?
Instruction. Okay. Your first speaker said that in the first argument of her argument said that the children ability in public school will grow optimally, right? Okay, but according to Elizabeth Bertolet, Elizabeth Bertolet said that in public school, in homeschooling, children will grow optimally, especially in children ability, because in homeschooling we learn and especially in his ability in children. Okay, and I think for if we talk about social interaction, I have many solutions. First, with homeschooling we can hold a question and answer session or discussion. Second, we can take advantage of social media for interact, and third, we can collaboration about the project and segment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. But I still disagree if homeschooling is better than general school. Why? Because by learning in general school, children is not only developed in academic field, but also developed in social field. Because in general school, children is surrounded by students with various characters, thought patterns, personalities, points of view, and opinions.
As naturally have said, make learning be a fun process so that creativity continues to be developed. Of course, this is very important to train children to face the future problem. And this is different from homeschooling students where they...
Instruction?
Yes.
Okay, but according to Professor Dr. Seto Mulyadi, SPSIMHC, or familiar called by Kak Seto, who is one of the best psychologists in Indonesia, said that homeschooling will help children to understand the lesson better. The children will motivate to learn because there are no forcing rules. The children will tend to have high confidence, so they are not embraced to extreme moment to express opinion or ask some question about the lesson they don't understand. Okay, indirectly they are trying to be a good, high dedicated children because with whole equation and
Mohon
session.
maaf, waktu sanggahan habis.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your argumentation. So it is said that our children have, how about our children have a driven potential, right? And as we said earlier that that general school has provided many extracurricular. So for that reason, we can improve our children's ability in many fields such as in music and in sports and many more. So how about the facility of homeschooling? If there are some children that they have other ability in the sport field, so how about the facility? Do every parents have the really sufficient facility for the children that has a non-academic sector? I'll ask you. Thank you.
Interruption. Okay, last time the second speaker said that public school more effective. Now I ask, more effective in what respect? From the data that you mentioned, is there any other data, such as data that would be the reason that you agree with public school, but they are minority and you only see what side and you don't want to see what side? Saying thank you.
Okay, thank you for your argumentation. But now, in general school, children is trained to be a disciplined.
Mohon maaf, waktu untuk penguatan pendapat sudah habis. Kepada tim kontra dipersilakan untuk menguatkan pendapatnya selama 3 menit dan tim pro diperbolehkan untuk menyanggah selama 1 menit. Dimulai dari sekarang.
Okay, I strengthen again that I still disagree with our debate master today that public school is better than homeschooling. Why? Because based on our research conducted by Indonesian Pediatrician Association or IDAI, parents transform schools because the curriculum keep changing curriculum and minister, and it will be burdens of our children. Different children for children, and different children's creativity and intelligence, but emotionally, morally, and spiritually. If you examine further, there are many factors in parents' dissatisfaction with current education system, especially the examination system. Some parents want their children to be able to appreciate and nurture and the work rather than learning and academic knowledge. According to several parents, there are several schools currently that are still to focus on lessons and children's learnings as common at the end school year. Thank you.
Okay.
Over there, in public school, how about crisis moral that we are expressing now in our country Indonesia? As we know together, in our country Indonesia, we express about crisis moral that our teenagers are subject to do it, that most of them study in public school, and with homeschooling we can save them from the crisis moral that. Thank you. Yes,
Okay, thank you for your argumentation. If you're talking about the lack of moral values too of the school environment. So how about the homeschooling children? They will not have a strong fortress because they only monitored in one home. So they will not know about the dangers of outside world. So how to build a strong fortress in their mindset if they never know about the outside world?
Okay, I strengthen again that I have said last time that with homeschooling, children tend to have high confidence because with homeschooling, we can hold a question and ask a session or discussion with the method. We can train they can have more more confidence, so they are not embraced to expressing as moment, wait to moment, expressing opinion or ask some question about the lesson they don't understand. And I strengthen that I disagree with our debate motion today that public school is better than homeschooling. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your argumentation. If you say that, the homeschooling children have more confidence about something. So, American Academy of Pediatrics has claimed that the homeschooling children will have something description in their self-emotional. They have no strong factors. I have said that they have no strong factors. I mean, how to keep themselves when they face in other outside world. Of course, we know that outside world is very dangerous. So to avoid this, we can save our children from the dangers of outside world by build strong factors in their mindset. It's like that. Thank you.
Okay, I will say, from argument presented by first speaker and second speaker, we can somewhat conclude that homeschooling is better than public school. Why? Because children who go through homeschooling have higher creativity than children who go through public school. Apart from that, there are many parents who are starting to switch from sending their children from formal school to homeschooling. This can be caused by several factors that might arise from parents' feeling of doubt about sending their children to public school. Thank you.
Baik, waktu masih tersisa 15 detik untuk tim kontra. Oke, waktu habis. Berikan tepuk tangan yang meriah.